Those idiots over at Disney just can't help themselves. They love losing money. Because it seems like there's some new details with the Rey movie that's set to come out in 2025. You know, the movie that they're promising us that I hope to hell doesn't get made. Now, the details come from Damon Lindelof, who was the writer of the movie. And apparently the movie was so good that he got his own writing room. That's right. Disney saw his story. They saw it was brilliant, and he got his own writing room, his own writing team. And none other than Dave Filoni was part of this writing team. And apparently this movie was going to be so good, because you have to understand something. Damon Lindelof is an actual writer, not like these other losers that Disney and Lucasfilm keep hiring. He's an actual writer with actual writing experience, sci-fi writing experience. As you can see here, these are some of the projects that not only was he a producer in, but a writer. Star Trek was a great movie. Cowboys and Aliens, Prometheus, underrated movie. World War Z, Star Trek Into the Darkness, a solid sequel to Star Trek. Tomorrowland, Behind the Ark. I mean, it seems this guy, all he does is write sci-fi. But what's more, Damon Lindelof actually understood some Star Wars and actually liked Star Wars. He was planning to make a Star Wars movie that was not only compelling, but was fresh and felt like Star Wars. And he was also playing ball because he knew that Kathleen Kennedy wanted Rey in there in some capacity. And that's exactly what he was gonna do. Except the movie was gonna take place 60 years after the sequels. That's plenty of time to forget they even happened. The sequels only took place within the span of a few years. They're very insignificant, except for the fact they ruined Luke Skywalker. But again, Damon Lindelof's script was set 60 years after the events of Star Wars Rise of Skywalker, reportedly featuring an elderly Rey who was 60 years old. The news was revealed by Jeff Snyder, the host of the Hot Mic podcast, who had previously reported that Lindelof had been asked to leave the Star Wars film that he had been working for over a year due to creative differences with the director, Shamid Obed Chinoy. You see, originally Damon planned would have had an older Rey who would mentor two non-white Jedi, a man and a woman. Lindelof reportedly had Helen Mirren in mind to play the older Rey, but the supreme ruler of Lucasfilm didn't like that, and she told Damon Lindelof to get the fuck out. Kathleen Kennedy needed her Rey in there, and that's why Riley Reid came back to play Rey. And what's more, Damon's Star Wars movie was beginning to feel too much like Star Wars and removed itself away from the sequels, something the supreme ruler of Lucasfilm couldn't stand. So now the Rey Skywalker movie is set 15 years after the Rise of Skywalker, and it's pretty much just episode 10, a continuation of the sequels. Anyway, what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments. Are you guys excited for this movie? Probably not, because you're real Star Wars fans, just like me. And like always, don't forget to subscribe. Do it. Sensational.